Hello, YouTube. My name is L. Deity Princey. I am the structural diagnostician, and I diagnose the bottlenecks behind high capacity pressure and the pressure that is producing the results, even the ones that are unwanted. So let's get into it. Y'all see our title today. So we're going to be discussing time and allocation. And anyone joining, you can ask some questions. I'll be on for a minute. This will be posted, so even if you rewatch it, feel free to ask your questions below. So let's talk about it. A lot of people say like they don't have time, right? But time gets allocated. Your time is up to you to decide what you will do with it. So every hour has an assignment. You are in control of where you assign your time because that's your attention. Whatever you focus on is what will continue to grow. And everything that you focus on, everything that you give your time to, it produces a result. So, for an example, if someone at work asks you, hey, join another meeting, someone asks you, hey, watch my children. Every time someone requests something from you, you are now entering into their agenda. So, your time is for you to allocate. That is the work I do. I discuss hidden patterns. And that's what my book talks about. It's called Monetize a Mind That's Colonized. This is exactly what I break down. How to decolonize your mind, sovereignty. So remember, a lot of people say I don't have time, but the time didn't disappear. Your time is up to you to allocate. Allocation. This is sovereignty. This is authority. Because whatever you put your time into, this is what will grow. So, a lot of people I meet love to use the busy word. I'm busy. I'm so busy. I'm not busy. I'm allocated. Busy means that you're being pulled by every direction. You're being pulled. You are available. You are trainable. You are easily adjacent into someone else's agenda. Someone can easily persuade you into their agenda. I'm not busy. I'm allocated. I choose what I show up for. I choose what I do, what I pour into. So the question is, who receives the benefit of your busyness? If you are always so busy, who receives that? Who gets to rest in that abundance of your time, your availability, your energy, your resources? These things are creating. Appreciate y'all commenting below. I drive with my pregnant wife. I drive drunk with, oh, I missed that. I drive, all I saw was pregnant. I drive with my pregnant, wow. Okay, so if y'all have any questions, drop it below. Appreciate y'all. You're the best YouTuber. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. So remember that the live, we're talking about your time and your allocation. A lot of people love to say, I'm busy. I'm so busy. But who benefits off of you being busy? Who benefits off your busyness? Your time, your time is always going to produce something. So whatever you put your time into, again, your boss, hey, do these for me, do this, come to this meeting, join this meeting. How many of y'all have, I left corporate America, but that was something that would constantly like make me question, like, we just had a meeting last week, or my bad, we just had one this week. We having 2 meetings a week. Why do we need all these meetings? Like, what are you doing? Like, this is why I left corporate America. Families, right? This is why I went no contact as well with my family. When you are always, when someone's always telling you, I need you, but you don't feel poured back into, like my job, I felt that. I was a therapist and I could feel that I'm not valued. My time is not being valued. but you want me to continuously to join a meeting. You want me to continuously to take on new clients. People can put you into their agenda. They can have you, all your busyness is serving them. Do you believe reputation is important to uphold? Uh, that's a good question. I personally, I don't personally, just because we are all experiencing this, journey. So you can have you can have someone, like I work with founders. So you have a founder who may hold themselves in a room with people in one way, but that's still their essence. So even if they're out, even if they're doing other things, that's a huge debate right now when it comes to professionalism and your personal life. Who said that because reputation can now be seen as you're supposed to behave this one way. Like I told you, I used to be a therapist, but as you can see, I have tattoos, I have piercings. A reputation would be you shouldn't look like this or you should do this. I personally don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because we're all here to experience our journey. And this is where sovereignty and authority comes into play. If you are the authority over how you are perceived in this world, it really doesn't matter how other people see you because you can't please everyone anyway. Even if you had a reputation where everyone loves you, right? Somebody hates you. You can't please everyone. That's like the first lesson in business. You can have 100 clients. Do you really think all 100 of your clients are going to just give you a 5 star and say you're the best? You're going to have a troll. You're going to have someone who says, I disagree, because everyone is operating from their own self concept. Let's move on to our next point. Attention comes before money. So, money follows your attention. Most people they chase money. This is the hustle culture. This is hustling. Money is very money can be very fleeting. Wealth is something that you build. Wealth is kind of like, for example, somebody's pregnant wife. Wealth is an example of a baby. Wealth is something that cultivates, it builds. But when it comes to money, money can be quick. Money can be fast. I wrote about this in my book as well. Monetize a Mind That's Colonized, available on all platforms, well, on Amazon. The link is in my bio. So when people chase money, they're forgetting that your attention has to come before the money. However, whatever in state you're embodying as you attract these things, that is what you will constantly produce. These will be the outcomes of your reality. And your attention decides what do you learn, who you think about, what you improve, what grows. When someone is chasing money, they're kind of feeding the survival. Hustle and chasing money, it's all attention, is what you focus on. It's more of a survival code. But wealth is now who can you help, right? Wealth is what can you learn? What can you share? Wealth is what you can improve. What can you make better? Wealth is evolution. Wealth continues on. Money and wealth are like evil twins, basically. Good twin, bad twin, right? Money is needed for the exchange of life, but the way your mindset is around money is going to be what your attention produces. If your mindset is wrapped around money as a survival need and not necessarily as a tool, if you don't see money as a tool, this is where the wealth mindset kicks in. My favorite trait in human being is originality. Hello, beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate your comment. Thank you. Where attention goes, structure follows. Wherever your attention goes, that's exactly the structure that will follow behind that. So remember, if someone can easily get you into their agenda, if someone can ask you for another request, get you to run another errand for them, and maybe you had things to do. Maybe it's 5 o'clock, you just got off work, you want to go take yourself a nice hot bath, you want to make yourself a lovely meal, but now you have a request. Hey, can you take me here? that request turns into a longer request because now you entered into someone else's agenda. They may have wanted your time for an hour, but then what if you get there and something happens and now you're stuck with them waiting for them for another hour or two? You got off at 5 o'clock. Now you're not getting home till 8 o'clock. Why? Because someone else was able to recruit you into their agenda. They recruited you into their agenda. This goes for family. This goes for friends. This goes for the people you work for. If someone is not serving you, if it's not an equal exchange, you have to look and say, what is my attention here? What is that costing me? Because this is going to create my structure. Whatever I give my attention to, whatever I allow myself, my energy, my resources, my labor, right? Hey, come help me pack and move. Me helping you move. If I come help you move, that's a whole day of work that I could have used 5 hours to what? I could have wrote another book. I could have I could have painted something. My I could have painted one of the canvases I just purchased that I want to do for myself. You have to remember the time you have here is for you. So you are to allocate your time. If it's not serving you, you're losing. You're losing because you are a pawn. You are now being an extra in someone else's agenda, someone else's movie. This is what it means by everyone needs everyone. So I already talked about every yes recruits you. Remember, every commitment recruits you. Every commitment recruits you. A job recruits you. A relationship recruits you. Unless it's beneficial. If it's not, this is that polarity, that yin and that yang. Okay, if it's not a beneficial relationship, if you're not building with your partner, growing with your partner, if you are in a one-sided relationship, which my new book, my new ebook is The Pressure of Being the Stabilizer. Anyone who purchases Monetize a Mind That's Colonized, you will get a free copy of my new ebook, The Pressure of Being the Stabilizer. If you are the one in the relationship that keeps it going, keeps it exciting, you're the stabilizer. If it's not someone else pouring into you, being the stabilizer is indeed a leadership, is a leadership characteristic, but there's two sides to everything. If you're not allocated, if you are not the stabilizer, but you're allocated, like, sure, when I come through, things get done, but it's not relying on me. You have to create systems. Example, having a relationship with somebody. If you created the system, the structure where there is healthy communication, there is accountability, there is love, understanding, right? Healthy conflict resolution. That's a structure. That means that you have created a situation that benefits you. This is a healthy dependency. You have you have hidden dependencies that are healthy, and you have hidden dependencies that are very unhealthy, and it's producing the structure. And then another question is not the question is not rather the question is not really rather you are recruited. It's more so you choose the recruitment. So someone can easily say, hey, do this for me, but you have to sit back and say, remember, you have I, me, and mine. Okay, it's all you experiencing yourself. So you have to say, does this I recruit myself. So is this benefiting me? If I say yes, if I intertwine, what do I get from this? One of my amazing coaches mentioned this to me a few years ago. WIIFM. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? Everyone wants to know what's in it for them. You watching this live right now. What's in it for you to click and stop? You could be anywhere else on YouTube. What's in it for you to listen to the things that I'm saying? I'm saying something that's making you realize something, even if it's just my look, whatever it is. Everyone is attracted to different reasons. The tone of someone's voice, whatever. But you have to say, what is in this for me? What do I get out of this? I recruit myself. That is authority. I is authority. I recruit. You don't recruit me into your game. I choose if I want to play. Okay, last point. No, we have a few more points. So you have to remember, everyone has a vision. Everyone has a vision. And if you have any questions, you can drop them below. How long have I? Okay, it shows me right there, 15 minutes. This is my first live on here, y'all. So thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate you. I'm going to stay on for about 5 more minutes. If you have any questions, drop them below. Remember, if you purchase my new book now, Monetize a Mind That's Colonized, Watch Prosperity Unwind, you will get a free copy of The Pressure of Being the Stabilizer. So you have to remember that everyone has a vision. Okay, your family, your friend, the person you work for, the employees that work for you, everyone has their own vision. So if everyone has their own vision, every vision competes for the same 24 hours. That's a bar. Every vision is competing for the same 24 hours. So working for someone, they're allocating, they're delegating. Hey, I have more work for you to do. Okay, someone calls you for a favor. Hey, I need your resources. You have the car. I know you just got that bonus. You just got a little extra. So this is my vision is to get from you. You have to always say, with my 24 hours, where do I allocate that? That's what this whole live is about. That's the work I do. Hidden dependencies, the structures that are producing the results that you are living in. If you're not liking the results, even if you do love your life, but you feel tight, I work with high capacity individuals whose lives work. Their lives work, but they feel tight, they feel pressure because of hidden dependencies, because of structural dependencies. These unconscious, these unwritten social expectations. When people say jump just because of a title, you say, well, how high? Even though you're tired, even though you don't want to do it. So that's the area that I work in. You also have to look at your calendar. Who can dictate your time? If you had a whole day planned tomorrow, who can literally throw it off? Go potty chocolate. Who can throw your whole day off? Who can take and say, you know what? I'm going to switch this around on you. I'm going to have you go over to this area instead, over to this office, go pick up such and such. Who has the ability to control your calendar? Who has that ability? I'm definitely making a point to be more responsible with my time. I have many distractions. And that's good. You're aware. Awareness is the first step. Awareness is absolutely the first step. So you have to look at your calendar, right? If I never met you and all I saw was your calendar, would I know what your priorities actually are? Would I know what your priorities are if I never seen your calendar? Because you have to be able to say, another question I love to ask my clients too, and people like networking events, just people I talk to on a daily basis. What would happen if you disappeared for 72 hours? Can you disappear for 72 hours? Will things fall apart? Will you still receive the same opportunities, the same connections? Will things stay afloat if you disappear for 72 hours just to do whatever you want? I don't care what it is. If you were to turn your phone off right now and say, baby, I'm about to go to this luxury hotel for a few days. Okay, I'm about to just go out of state for a little bit, whatever. I don't care if you're going across the state. Can you just leave for 3 days, whether that's out of state, in your own home, lock your own door, turn the phone off? Can you detach and step away, or will everything collapse? That answer reveals a lot. That reveals a lot. You have to look and see what is receiving constant allocation. Allocation is authority. It's you distributing. You are the distributor. This is when we're getting into wealth. See what we talked about earlier, money, hustle culture, right? I gotta get it. I gotta go. I gotta hustle. I don't hustle. I flow. Okay, I'm not busy. I'm allocated. Allocation is authority. Money, the money follows your mindset. Money comes before your money comes by how you think. So if you're thinking in survival, that's how it's going to continue to come. But when you're allocating, when you're being very intentional, now you're stepping into wealth. You're stepping into wealth. Wealth is a mindset. Wealth is basically like your parasympathetic nervous system. Money and hustle and survival, that's like your sympathetic nervous system. That's always on go. So the mindset you are in is going to be what you continue to create from your structure. Time management. I understand that people don't have time for me, so I will hope they would give me the same understanding. Exactly. And it's more so about your authority that you hold. However, you show up, that's just whatever your boundaries are, whatever your standards are, that's just what it is. You have to have a standard. And people will either respect it or they're going to be repelled away, which is good. That's the repellent. Your standards, your boundaries, your authority, that is your natural repellent. That is why I'm no longer in corporate America. This is why I've been successful with building my own brand, because I became a natural repellent for my own employer. Having the master's degree, being a therapist, having the good job, I repelled it naturally from within because you're demanding too much from me. You're demanding too much and it's not adding up with my own desires. So, all these things, it's a bad feeling when an opportunity presents itself and you are mentally and spiritually drained from dealing with other people's problems. And this is the work that I do. The more that you have authority over your I, because your I is already expressing that authority. So the more that you're aware and you're allocating, there is no draining. There is this story that we tell ourselves is no longer relevant. That is irrelevant when it comes to structure. This is why everything I do is a structure. Everything's a structure. When you have a structure, you're no longer drained. There is no burnout. There is no emotional discord because you have a structure and you follow it. That's it. The structure does not care about how you feel. The structure is going to keep structuring. So if this is how we scale to this level, this is what it costs to scale. That's just what it is. We're not going to detour. We're not going to go here. We're not going to go there. It doesn't matter. It is what it is because that's what the structure requires. You have to remember, sometimes people don't need your talents. Sometimes people don't care about your dreams, what you're building. They just care about your availability. That's the big difference. If you've ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad, the four quadrants, that is the big difference between an employee mindset and a business or an investor mindset. These are, hold on. This is the difference between employee, investor, business owner, self-employed. It's all a mindset. If someone know that they can use you for their gain, then that's exactly what they're going to do. They don't care about how talented you are. They care about their agenda. Okay, our last point. What time is it? Okay, we kind of actually went over time. Well, so you guys, I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. This will be posted live, so you can run it back. Remember, I am the structural diagnostician, and I detect hidden dependencies in high capacity individuals. So if your life works, right? If things are moving for you, but you feel tightness and you feel pressure, it's all structured. I work in the area of pure structure. Check out my page, look at the things I have to offer. I do have an 11-point structural calibration as well, but all the information is there for you. I will be back. Thank you for joining. Are you interested in being interviewed? So, those things, again, it just depends on the platform, what's going on, things like that. So, just reach out. My information is in the bio. Thank y'all for joining. Have a beautiful night. Bye bye.